by Crafts for Girls, and I am here with Chloe and Rebecca, and today we are going to be teaching you how you can make American Girl doll freckles for dolls who already have freckles and you might want to add more, or for dolls who don't have freckles and you want to add them to give them a special touch. So these are super easy, and if you want to learn how to do them, then keep on watching this video. So the only things you will need to do these freckles are just a damp towel, and I'm just using a paper towel, but you can also use toilet paper or a damp cloth. And I'm also using a Crayola washable marker, and if you want these to be removable, you have to do a washable marker. But if you want them to be permanent, you can do watercolors, but for this video, I'm doing just a marker. But you can also use other types of markers with different colors and shades of brown, so it'll add more dimension to the freckles. So I'm first going to teach you how to achieve Rebecca's freckles. So Rebecca's freckles are all over her face, and as you can see on her left cheek, there isn't any because I'm going to be teaching you how to get the freckles on, but I just started it ahead of time. So I'm just starting with my brown washable marker, and if you're using multiple different shades of brown, start with your lightest color of brown, and then you can add in the darker shades one by one. So I zoomed in to make it a little more easier to see how I'm adding on the freckles. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking my brown washable marker, here it is, and you just want to uncap it, and now it's starting with the freckles. So what you want to do is take the tip of your marker and just hold her face steady, and you just want to dot around her face where you want the freckles. And it's okay if they're not perfect circles. And if you want to achieve Rebecca's kind of freckles that are really tight and close together, then make your dots really close together, but having some spacing between them. And basically, you just want to fill in all of the areas where you want to do her freckles. And for Rebecca, I'm doing it all around her face, but this actually takes a pretty long time, so you're going to have some patience. So what I want you guys to do, if you are doing this as the video is being played on your screen, then just pause this video and basically just dot on your freckles and then come back to the video once you are done with your freckles. Once you have completed adding all of your freckles and you are back on this video, then take your index finger, or if you want, you can do your thumb, but I prefer to use my index finger. And you basically want to just take your finger and press lightly on top of the freckles. And the freckles should still be wet because the marker still hasn't fully dried, and basically what you're doing is you're just kind of smudging it. And as you can see, as I'm pressing with my thumb, the freckles are getting lighter, which is making them more smudged. And this step is kind of optional, but I really recommend it because it makes the freckles a lot more natural when they're kind of rubbed in, especially if you're doing it all around your doll's face. But if you want, you can always leave the marker just like that without pressing on. So basically, I'm just kind of going around and pressing over all of my freckles. And here's a tip: the harder you press, and I guess the more you press, it gets more smudged because the ink from the marker kind of ends up on your fingers. And if you kind of can look really closely on my thumb when I lift it up, it is very, very brown from the tips of where I've been pressing. So as you can see, I am now semi-finished with adding the freckles, and you can do as much pressing as you like because freckles are what make you unique. Alright, so I finished my pressing, and this step is optional depending on if this is the same as you. But if you see any spots where you want to add some more freckles, just take your marker and dot in the areas where you think you need some more, then apply pressure to that section. I know from experience that we all make mistakes when doing this, so if you ever are dotting like this, and this is just an example, but I don't like my freckles like that. As you can see on the right hand side, they're kind of like lines, so I don't want the freckles to look like that. So that's when I'm going to take my damp cloth and I'm just going to kind of take it on her face and just wipe off the freckles that need to be removed. And be careful because since the freckles are removable, when you use the damp cloth, it will remove any freckles that you have already even spotted with your finger. And then you can just go back in and add more. And if you mess up again, then you could just use the damp cloth again. So now I'm just kind of going in my spots and removing any that I've messed up and redoing some, and also adding the freckles that I didn't add earlier so that I could show you the final look. So here's the final look, and I'm sorry I never showed a tutorial on how to do Grace's freckles. It's just the video's kind of already long and I don't want to make it too long. So basically for Grace's freckles, you just kind of put the freckles around her nose and a little bit up her nose too. But of course you can do your own kind of freckles, and if you want me to see the freckles that you did on your doll, you can email me at diycraftsforgirls@gmail.com, or you can DM me on my Instagram. I would love to hear how your freckles turned out, and tell me how your freckles turned out in the comments. You can also do that too. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all so much. Bye!